the very next play, the handoff goes to Nathaniel Chavarria, who punches it in from a couple of yards out to give Eastwood the early lead. Start of the second, Friendship driving deep in Eastwood territory. Quade Ferris forced out towards his right, and he'll find a wide open Hayden Wilson for the touchdown, and we're tied at 7. Next possession, DeVries on the RPO to the end zone, and he's got Yarborough once again. Eastwood back on top after that score. Later in the quarter, it's Ferris launching one deep downfield towards the end zone. We got a wrestling match for the football. Wilson outmuscles the defender, and once again, Friendship has tied it. Final minute of the first half. Chavarria on the handoff. There he goes, bullying his way forward, bouncing off defenders, and that would set up a Derek Messer field goal, and he'll drill that one to give Eastwood the 17-14 lead going into the half. To the second half we go. It's Bentley DeVries on his own, taking that one in for the touchdown, extending the Eastwood lead. Later on in that quarter, it's DeVries doing things with his legs once again, as you're going to see that celebration right there. He's fired up, and as he should be. It's DeVries keeping it himself once again for his second rushing touchdown of the game. Eastwood gets a huge victory. In the end, they take this one 45-30. They're moving on, and after the game, here's Eastwood head coach Julio Lopez.
Yeah, it feels great. You know, obviously a 10-win season is huge. That was something we hadn't done. The kids obviously understood that. But, you know, more than anything, this is just such a fun group to coach. The message all week wasn't even about 10 wins. It wasn't about another championship. For us, it was just about keeping the group together, keeping the family together for another week. And I'm happy we get another week of practice and another game, obviously, for the chance at a title.
So a huge win for Lopez's squad. They're going to try and advance on to the round of 16, where they'll take on the winner of Mansfield or Byron Nelson. Tons of playoff action to get to tonight, so go get yourself another drink, refill that bucket of popcorn, because ARC Red Zone will be right back.
Back to pass. The point on the winning, Josiah and Newman. Back to pass. Number 11 with the ball. Number 1, back to pass. With a touchdown, Ron Sella. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to Arc Red Zone, everyone. The El Dorado Aztecs have been lighting up the scoreboard each and every week this season. Their explosive offense has led them to cruise to a district title, but tonight the competition steps up. To the sack now, where the Aztecs would take on the Amarillo Sandies. First quarter, Amarillo already up 21-7. Jet Lopez rolling light and launching one deep down the field. He's got Tate Blackwell, who's not going to be caught. That's a Sandies touchdown, and Amarillo is rolling early on. And their fans are fired up about that one. Next Sandy possession. Lopez back to pass, forced up in the pocket, launching it deep again, and he's got a wide open Blackwell. Their second connection of the ball game, make it 35-7. Some disgruntled Aztec fans, but they don't know what is about to hit them. Next possession, the handoff to Ryan Estrada. He'll carry it towards the far side and turn the corner. Estrada, he is gone. Ray all the way for the Aztec touchdown. And after that, things would just get absolutely crazy. This game got turned up to 1,000,000. El Dorado would battle back. It was big touchdown after big touchdown. Bryson Booth, the El Dorado quarterback, was slinging 60, 70, 80-yard bombs to Jadarius Sanders, and Rashawn Bryant. Estrada was doing exactly what he does. Back and forth, these two teams were doing with big scores. And in the ball game, we will take you to this one, 70-76. Bryson Booth to the end zone. He's got Rashawn Bryant. El Dorado 77-76 after the extra point. An incredible victory for the Aztecs. They are moving on in an absolute shootout. Right next door, the Americas would be taking on the Monterey Plainsmen, another 5A Division I clash. First possession for the Plainsmen. The handoff goes to Darren Moore, who takes that one right up the middle and into the end zone for the Monterey touchdown. Following drive, America's trying to get back equal. They're going to set up the screen to Maurice Edwards, but that ball is popped free and recovered by Monterey, but nothing doing on the turnover. Next, America's drive. They're driving. Ami Gonzalez surveys the field to the end zone. He's got Isaiah Alvarez for the score, and America's draws within one. But here comes Monterey. It's Moore right up the gut, breaking tackles. How about that juke move right there? He'll go into the end zone for another Monterey touchdown. Later in the quarter, it's Moore on the handoff, but this time that ball is ripped free and scooped up by Edwards, who will take that one all the way back to the house for the touchdown. The Trailblazers would battle through this one all the way to the end, but Monterey would pull away with this one in the fourth quarter, 50-32, the final score at the sack. Up to Andress now, where the Golden Eagles would host the Memorial Mavericks. Jamari Milton warming up right there. Second quarter tied at 0-0. Julian Guzman, the running back, takes the handoff right up the middle for an easy touchdown to give the Eagles the 7-0 lead. To the still in the first quarter we go. Andress back with it. Milton lofting that one to the end zone, and it's caught by Vincent Gonzalez. Andress doubles their lead, make it 14-0. To the third quarter we go, things still tight. It's Guzman running that one in for another touchdown. Have yourself a day, son. To the fourth quarter now, Andress trying to seal the victory, up 21-14. So you see some celebrations there at Alan Sepkwitz Field. It's Milton out of the shotgun. Quick pass out to Jordan Owens. Owens tiptoeing down the sideline and in for the touchdown. A big-time victory for the Golden Eagles. 28-14 the final score. After the game, here's their head coach, Chris Taylor.
I'm super proud of these guys, man. I know and we know the work they put in since January, and now we're reaping the benefits of that. They've been busting their butts since January, and so I'm super excited for them and these coaches.
We still got more playoff action to get to here on Arc Red Zone, so make sure you don't go anywhere, because we got another thriller coming up next. Oh, I did a little too much water in that one. Welcome back to ARC Red Zone Playoff Edition. We have a ton of absolute thrillers here tonight, but last night we had a West Texas shootout that actually rivals all of them as Del Valle hosted the Lubbock Cooper Pirates in another playoff shootout. Opening possession of the game, Jake Fetty keeps it himself, and he'll push his way into the end zone for the touchdown to give the Conquistadors the early lead. Later in the first, Fetty back to pass, lofted one towards the end zone. Josiah Nunez hauls it in for the touchdown, make it 14-3 Del Valle. But the Pirates would rally back in the second. Robert Rodriguez going deep for Cade Gant, who will haul it in for the score. And Lubbock Cooper takes the 17-14 lead. Next possession, Fetty back to pass, forced up into the pocket and out towards his left. He zips one to the end zone, and he's got Dylan Gonzalez for the touchdown. Del Valle back on top. But right before the half, Rodriguez, under heavy pressure, throws up a prayer, and it'll be caught by Tremaine Johnson Jr. LC lead 24-21 at the half. To the third quarter we go. Fetty gonna keep it himself on the option, cuts it upfield, breaks a tackle, and he is loose into the open field. Jake Fetty into the end zone for the touchdown. Back and forth these two teams go. It's Rodriguez to Gant once again. And then in the fourth quarter, Del Valle down 3 would force a punt. The Pirates send it deep for Dante Etchison, who can't make the catch. The ball is loose and recovered by Lubbock Cooper. Then on the very next play, Johnson makes the Conquistadors pay as he puts the Pirates up by 10. But don't count Del Valle out just yet. Fetty spins out of a tackle, forced to his left, trying to point for someone deep, and he'll take off on what would be a magical 80-yard touchdown on his final play of his high school career. But the performance would not be enough as Lubbock Cooper holds on to this one, 45 42. Now to some scores from the teams playing out of town across the area. Franklin fell in another shootout to Midland Legacy, 62-42. Eastlake, tough night for them at Odessa Permian, 59-7. The final score there. Let's turn the page to the next one. We got Parkland. They just could not keep the Tacosa out of the end zone. They fall 84-13. Chapin lost a tough one. They led early, but in the end, they couldn't get the job done. Cooper takes it 42-35. Now to some scores from the 4A, make that the 4A division. Riverside, another big-time shootout. They lost 83-35 at Dumas. Austin shut out by Randall, 49-0. Some scores last night that we had, or make that tonight. Las Cruces, the number 1 seed in New Mexico, they won 49-29. They're moving on to the second round of the playoffs. Now to some of last night's scores. Pebble Hills, 14. They lost to San Angelo Central, 14-24. Isleta lost 66-13. Hanks, another blowout loss, 56-7 against Paulo Duro. Turning the page one last time. Irvin shut out against West Plains. Tough night for the Rockets, 86-0. Similarly for Bel Air, they lost to Abilene, 84-25. It's been an electric year here on Arc Red Zone. Tons of big plays, insane catches each and every week. And now it's time to reveal our play of the week here one last time on Arc Red Zone. And it comes from Del Valle. Jake Fetty looking to pass, under pressure. He'll spin out of his sack, out towards his left, pointing for somebody deep down the field, but he'll take off. Fetty cuts it back into the open field, and there he goes. The Arizona State commit, 80 yards to the house to keep his team in this ball game. A huge performance from him, 6 total touchdowns on the night. And this play right here would be his final play of his high school career, capping off what would be an amazing high school career. What a season it's been. 12 weeks of nonstop action, storylines, and pure Friday night energy. I can't thank you all enough for letting me be a part of your weekend each and every Friday, and for making my first football season here in the Borderlands truly special. I hope we've been able to bring you guys a little bit of fun, a little bit of excitement, and a lot of high school football to kick off your weekends. And we're not done yet. We'll be following these teams every step of the way through the postseason on those runs. A huge shout out to our incredible crew right now. Director Jose, producers Eddie and Ashley, photographers Jay, Mario, Oscar, Rudy, and Jonathan, and so many more people behind the scenes who make Arc Red Zone happen each and every week. But for now, I'm Chaz Messman. Thank you for riding along with us all season. Until next fall, we'll see you guys next time.